Alright, so we're going to do some looking to make sure we're live everywhere we're supposed to be, and while I check all that, I'll be right back with you. Alrighty. Alright, so it appears that we're live everywhere we're supposed to be live this morning. So let's see if we can get started. First thing, good morning to everybody this Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. Some people have mentioned that this may be a little bit of an early time to do this. If that's what you feel, let me know in the comments, or send me a message on one of my profiles and tell me what would be a better time for you or for everybody, so that way I can get to where everybody's able to see the stream live with me. So moving forward here, so first thing we got to do, of course, like always, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and that way whenever we do go live, you'll be notified immediately, and you'll know what's going on, and you can get it fresh off the press per se. All right, so that being said, today what we're going to do is, in the past, my audits have already kind of been pre-done. So today's audit may be a little longer. I'm going to show, this kind of goes for, this video kind of will lean more toward the SEO guys out there who want to start their own SEO business or what have you. You're going to get a chance to see the platform that we use, and so that way if you wanted to use something like this, we offer these tools and this package to do that. And also for if you're in the roofing repair industry or what have you, let me silence that real quick. If you're in the roofing repair industry, or if you're in any industry whatsoever local, and you want to grow your online presence, you kind of get to see a full audit to see how it all works. So, not to delay any further, let's kind of dive right into it. So today we discussed at the end of my other live last week that we would be doing a roofing repair company. So let's just go right on in here and let's look up Roofing Repair Orlando. All right, so obviously I don't want to, these guys that are on the front page, they're not going to really need my services at the end of the day. So I want somebody that needs some help. I want to kind of look at somebody that needs some work done. And so I'm going to go back here to this third page, and I'm going to grab, now understand I've already looked at this company just a minute ago, and they're kind of a large national. So we really don't want to mess with, I don't want to mess with them. They probably have their own marketing or what have you. And if they don't, and they want to reach out to me, they're more than welcome to. That's something else I want to say real quick. These audits are free. So if you would like your business's website audited or what have you, be sure to, in the link, there's a link below in the description that has free SEO audit. Just click that link, it'll go through, fill out the form completely, and you kind of see how to fill that out today. Fill it out completely, and once you get it filled out, then we'll move forward and I can do the audit live. And understand, if we do the audit live, you get backlinks from our blog post that we write about it, as well as from all the social media linkage and sharing that we do about it. So you'll gain some backlinks and some social shares by doing so. So again, like I said, if you're interested in that, let me know. But let's move on forward here. So we're going to go look at RBS Roofing, their company here. The site's been up quite a while. The domain ranking is kind of low. This URL rank does pretty well. It's got some keywords in it. So they're on page 3. So let's see what we need to do to get them moving up the scale just a little bit. So we're going to get out of there. We can go look at the website. Again, like we said, the total domain rank is just a 10. The URL rank of this, particular URL is a 12. Kind of see some things that we could automatically fix. Looking at the site, going down through it here. They have their address down here. I would recommend that they put a map. A map is always a good addition to the site. So this is the company that we're going to add. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in and we're going to create a new prospect. And the name of the company is RBS Construction Roofing. So we're going to put that in here. There we go, Construction and Roofing. And we just want to make sure they're at Kings Point Parkway to make sure we have the right one. Kings Point Parkway, sure do. Alright, and then look at the map, there they are. The right one, we already looked at that, so we'll move forward here. Homes, and automatically our software will automatically fill a lot of this data out for you, but we can go in and let's go ahead and take RBS Roofing and we'll go to Google Maps. We usually have it down there. I guess I got rid of it the other day. So, and we're going to put in RBS Construction and Roofing. There they are. So that's really what they're known as, RBS Construction and Roofing. So we want to go in here and make sure that we state that. Okay, that's going to be their common business name. Now then, while we're here, excuse me, it shows us that they're open 24 hours a day, every single day of the week, so we can leave that. It's already there. We're not going to mess with payment methods, description, short description. We're not going to mess with those things. We're going to go look and see if they have like a services page, shingle roofs, tile roofs, metal roofs. So those would be some categories they'd probably want. So shingle roofs. Add another one. Tile. Whoop. Tile roofs. Add another one. What else we got here? Residential, commercial roofing. So we'll say residential roofing, commercial roofing. And I'm just going to add a few, if we knew more about this business or they filled it out themselves, they'd add more services and what have you. So Facebook URL, let's see if they have a Facebook. They sure do. So we're going to go ahead and grab that data there. And we're going to put that data in. If I'm moving too fast, let me know. What other socials do we have? And y'all can message me. I think the chat is working. So if you have a message, go ahead and drop it in there. What else do we have? We have Instagram, it looks like. So we're going to grab their Instagram information. I'm going to drop it in there. And I wasn't seeing a YouTube. I'm not seeing a YouTube channel or anything like that, so we won't be adding those things. No call tracking. Let's see if they have a blog. No blog, so we can't put a blog link in there. We're not going to add. We're going to add. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go back here. We now know who we're looking at, and let's just type in Roofing Repair Orlando. Okay. Now, as we can see, it's got a fairly decent search volume right off the bat. Let's just see. Orlando roofer. That's not a good one. Only has 40. It'll probably be one that we go after, but let's see. What about roofing in Orlando? Sometimes I use this keyword surfer to help, but sometimes they're not as accurate. You can also use roofing companies in Orlando. Looks like it may be a good one. Nah. So let's go roofing repair Orlando. Let's just start there. Because from what it looks like, it's got the most searches right off the bat. So let's go ahead and just add that keyword. Not going to mess with their tagline, nothing there, and they don't get the tool. So that's another thing. If you do opt to do a live audit, we give you this tool pack for free to try out and see if you like it. So we're going to go ahead and create that account, and it's going to do its thing while it creates that account. While it does that, grab me a drink. Now we're going to generate a snapshot. And that is generating. So as that's doing that, we're just going to go ahead and make sure we're going to go in here and go to Keywords Explorer and just kind of get started looking. We know roofing repair Orlando from the research that we did there was a fairly decent keyword to go after, correct? So once we do that, we look down through here. Home Advisor we don't want to mess with. Let's go look at these guys, see what they look like. They're not a big national. So I'm now going to go into my master sheet here. And start putting who I think the competitors are. I feel Gold Key is going to be one of our competitors. Sorry, I'm going to bounce around a little bit here. Okay, and then we're going to go Nolan Roofing, Gold Key. Not going to deal Yelp or BBB. The Orlando Roofing Company, I'm sure, is one. Owens Coring, we know, is a national. Angie List is nobody for us. We're going to look at the Roofing Advantage. We're going to look at Baker Roofing. So these are going to be some competitors. So right off the bat, there's Nolan Roofing's website, and yeah, that looks like they're, you know, covering a lot of the areas that we're going to be looking at. So we're going to go there. I want you to notice, you can't see it, but their domain ranking is a 32, big powerful domain that they have. You can see that there. But another thing, you can't see the URL structure, but it's Orlando-roof-repair. One thing I noticed though, they don't. These guys don't have a favicon. So another good competitor, low domain rank. So that kind of tells me a little bit about how challenging this is actually going to be to rank for. Another low domain rank for the same keyword. We're just going to keep adding here. I like to have about 5 competitors. And then again, Orlando Roofing Company. So here's this company here. So there should be plenty of competitors. Okay. Now then, mind you, that other is still over there doing this dig, right? So we want to go in Now I'm going to create a new project. Actually, no, I'm not. So we're going to go out of that. Here's what we want to do. There we go. Had to get my brain turned on there for a second. I do these so many times, sometimes I just kind of forget kind of what's going on. I don't verbalize like I should be. All right. So this is going to be roofing repair Orlando. And we're going to continue. Now they're just asking us for some keywords to look at, and I love that. We got some volume there, so that's a keyword we want to look at. We got that one. That one is a good one. That one's a good one to go for because you want that hyper local identifier, that Orlando, Florida, or Orlando. Not going to worry about that one. Really not going to worry about that one because it's so low. So let's go ahead and search that. Let's go ahead and go to the next page. And again, we're quick scanning for stuff that's got keywords of at least 100 search. All right, that should be plenty to go start out with. Now then, this is another thing. So they're saying competitors based on keywords intersection. They think that the Orlando Roofing Company is a competitor. Let's see if we have there they are. Get out of there. They're there. So I agree with that. And then they also say, let's see if Gold Key. See if they think Gold Key. Yep, there's Gold Key. And I agree with that. And then we're going to go look. Nolan's Roofing. See if Nolan's Roofing's in there. They don't have Nolan's Roofing in there. I feel Nolan Roofing is a competitor. Why? Because of the fact that they're already competing for one of the key terms that I'm going after. So I want them in there. And then we already got that. Roofing Advantage and Baker Roofing. Roofing Advantage. And I'm not seeing Baker, so we're going to add Baker Roofing. And then we're going to kind of go ahead and take a couple of theirs tip top. And we're going to leave all right. Take their top 10 and move forward. Now then, while that's done, we're going to go back here and let that do its thing. It's now doing a crawl of that site. right here. So it's finding everything out that it needs in reference to health and all that. So we're going to do that. And while that's doing that, we're going to go back over here. And reload. And then we're going to take a look at the snapshot. Okay, right off the bat. Now then, here we go. Let's get into this game. All right, so right off the bat, one of the main things is keeping this guy on page 3 is his listings. His listing presence is not good. As we can see, we already see that we have incorrect addresses. We have incorrect website. Not found in any of the aggregators, or agitators, I guess, in a way. So we're not in any of the aggregators. So right off the bat, they need to get citations going. They need to get a good citation flow moving toward to help push. And we did a thing just the other day to test it, and literally just did citations on a site, and literally within a few days it launched. About, I want to say 15 spaces right off the bat. Then we go here and we look at the reviews. Reviews are okay. We're not doing real well, but we're not doing real bad. So again, we need to focus on getting these reviews built, getting these reviews flowing. That constant flow of reviews is something that we need to always have. And then going on down, socials. Looks like they got quite a bit of likes. That's good. The only issue is we're not posting enough. So we need to increase our post, and we also need to get more engagement going. Again, like we've said in the past, Twitter, it's a hard one to get into. I get it, but we need to be there. Then we'd look at Instagram. Got some pretty good followers, but not near as much as the industry leaders. And then on posts, we need to be posting more there as well. So as you can see right off the bat, our listings, if we just take care of listings and reviews and social, automatically we're going to push things forward a lot faster. Because then social shares are so important. They're so important. Website, we've got a lot of issues that we need to fix there. As you can see here, just this is something you need to hand over to your developer and say, look, we got these issues. Can you please take care of it for me and get them straightened out? And that alone will make a huge difference, in your website and how it's doing. So when you look at the website, we got an F in mobile and we got an F on the desktop. So we need to make sure that we get these errors fixed. That home page is extremely large, and again, that Twitter page isn't found anywhere, and your industry average is saying, hey, you need it. E-commerce, again, this isn't really I'll get a drink real quick. We don't have anything. I don't think that this would be a really good e-commerce store. Let's go see something real quick. There they are. Yeah. They need a chat bot or something like that to help with the engagement as well. So close that tab out so we don't get too full. Don't you hate it when you got like 6,000 tabs across your top? So, we need some lead engagement type things going on. As you can notice, they have here this send us a message, but like a little bot would help them a whole lot. We offer those if you're interested in that. Haven't done enough research yet to know, but advertising, I'm quite sure, would be a very good thing for this company. Let's go in here and look at the organic keywords that we're ranking for. Total traffic value is only 339. But let's look here. narrow it down. So we got a search volume here, 200. Bring them up. Cost per click, 1,600. And if I remember correctly, most of us are, I think, starting around $5,000. So this would be a good fit for a pay-per-click strategy. And you know, you got 446, 447 impressions, possible 12 clicks. So you know, at the end of the day, this would be, and that's just on these keywords. We have a more dialed in keyword strategy to go for. So that all being said, as you can see, these guys are spending some money running their campaigns. So I think at the end of the day, a pay-per-click and a retargeting strategy would be good. SEO wise, you got a B ranking, so we're doing pretty good. The total value is 827, but we need to see that value up in here, mainly because of the fact that that just tells you these guys are not having to pay-per-click. These guys aren't having to pay-per-click. And that's because you're going to see these guys on the front pages, a lot of the big key terms. And that's why we're going to make sure that they're in our next step, which is our competing, nope, excuse me. I had to wait for that to do its thing. Content gap. All right, so here's our main guy, and then we're going to go in and throw who I feel are our strongest competitors in here. While I'm doing this, I want to go ahead and mention, instead of having that awkward silence, right now for anybody who wants to try out our tools, we have a deal going on where you can try them out for free. We also have a deal going on right now. If you don't have a website and you need a website, contact us. We'll set you up a website, get you set up, and get you going in the right direction. And we'll build the website for free. So contact us for that. So let's get in here and show these keywords. Now you're seeing, understand this is the full this is the full strategy. You're seeing it all right here. How I do the whole 9 yards. Now then, I want my intersection. I don't want a 1 target intersection. I don't want a 2 target intersection. I want 3 and above. That way I know that these guys are going after it. So commercial roofing Orlando is a good one to go after. Keyword difficulty is a 2. Roofing repair companies, roofing repair company, roofing materials Orlando. So commercial roofing Orlando is one that we want to look at. So we're going to want to put that in our keyword list. If I remember correctly, that was a 2. And it's got a search volume of 200. And a cost per click of 16. Okay. All right, so and we're just going to kind of keep digging. So we found that one. Now we go in here and we're going to look down here and see. Let's back that off. Let's go back over here. And let's back this off, and let's go ahead and add 2 targets. Let's see if we can get a little bit better. So, you know, looking at that from what I'm seeing, let's just go ahead and go all the way down to 1 because I'm not getting a real good list there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go find out somebody that's going. See that they're going for their main keyword. So let's just go back over here. And let's go back in. We know that's one of the keywords we want. We know that. Volume's 250. That thing got big, didn't it? Cost per click 17, and then 16 is the difficulty. Okay, as you can see already, this is starting to, you know, our monthly volume's going up. Average click-through is going to be about a 90 there. So let's just keep looking. Keep digging. Okay, so let's go back into their organic keywords and see what they're going for. Maybe we can find some better competition. So here's our Orlando keywords that they're going after. We can go for the volume here. Roofing Orlando, Florida. We know that's one. Roofing, okay. So there's another keyword we want. We're going to open that in a new tab. And see that keyword difficulty is 22. See if we get some low-hanging fruit that we can go after. Tile roof repair. Not a lot of search volume, so let's go ahead and cut that down to 100. Alright, now then, keyword difficulty 0. So tile installation, which is not what I would think they would be going after, but they're talking about roofing tiles. But so that, you know, we don't want that because somebody's going to be looking for a tile company. Okay, so right here, roof leak repair Orlando. We're going to want it. And you're just going to go ahead and keep going through this list. You see that keyword difficulty is a 0. So, you know, they're on page 8. They're moving that one right on up. So that's good. So we're going to move forward here. Construction companies Orlando, roof replacement Orlando. We've moved up 30 positions. But again, this is keyword difficulty of 2. So honestly, you know, this should be one that we're already in. So let's look at, and so anyways, I'm not going to continue doing the whole list. I'm going to show you a little few other things that I look for when I do this. But as you can see, you know, there's some key words in here that although he's kind of ranking for them, he could easily push himself up. You know, like here, he's on the 2nd page, roof repairs. You know, we need to look at this piece of content here. And there's not a whole lot of content there. So right off the bat, we see that, you know, backlinks are 6, but got 1,072 words on this piece of content. So let's go see. I'm going to close that one out. And it's roof replacement Orlando. So let's dive into it. See, it's an easy, good search volume, decent click, through there. Home advisor we don't want to look at, so we're going to look at these guys right here. No backlinks, 659. So bottom line to me, when we look at this, it's telling me that we're not optimized strong enough for, I got to get rid of some of these tabs, guys. Give me just a second. We're not optimized strong enough for that key phrase, roof replacement Orlando. It's an easy win. It looks right off the bat, when you look at it, let me get this closed, this closed, this closed, and get caught up to you. All right. So when you look at this website, and then this one here, this one here, and this one here. Okay, right off the bat, Home Advisor, they got a bunch of backlinks. These, so you got a 3 and a 5 here. Okay, so what you need to do is go look at what, especially these guys right here. There they are. What did they do? They wrote a good piece of content. Only got 3 backlinks, 1,086, but look, let's compare the two real quick. Okay, so we have the keyword in the meta, we have it in the title, and we have the H1 of roof. Okay, and this is, we're looking at RBS. This is the other guy that's ranking on that front page for that. And when we look at it, we've got roof as a title, roof as a keyword. Roofing is a title, roof is a keyword. Orlando is a title, keyword. Repair, title, and in the meta keywords. So when we look at ours, getting close, but we're not there. So look, and again, we're going for, on this one, we're going after roof replacement Orlando. So let's see if we have roof replacement at all. And I'm not seeing it. Okay, so we're not seeing roof replacement there. Roof repair. It's kind of crazy. So anyways, not seeing roof replacement on either one of those, honestly. So one thing that you might do is check your optimization for that piece of content. Let me get some of these cleared out again. Check your optimization for roof replacement Orlando. We have a tool that you can put that keyword in, and it'll tell you exactly how to structure that piece of content. I almost, with 150 searches, it's not a great big amount of search, but I might write a piece of content on that and have it titled roof-replacement-Orlando. Write a small piece of content on it. And the reason I'm thinking I'd want to do that is when we go back to the website itself with RBS Roofing, we could use that domain authority. So although we got 217 backlinks, that's good. We need to probably up our referring domains some on that, and because that's telling me we've got a lot of links from the same people. And then on our organic keywords, like I said, go in there for this guy and look, and he's doing good here, so leave it alone. And get rid of that. Again, bring it down to 100, and just sort it by your keyword difficulty, and flip it back upside down there, and find these low hanging fruit, like this one right here, construction companies in Orlando. Write an article on that, and it can be it doesn't have to be a whole new piece of content. So you could take, because you have your home page trying to rank for this, and that's always hard to do. But going through again, looking here at the big keywords, this one here, roofing Orlando, Florida, I would literally, instead of trying to rank my homepage, which you're doing pretty good, but I would literally write an article, roofing Orlando, FL, and it would be, see how this URL is, roofing-repairs, residential-roofing, with the key volume of roofing Orlando, Florida being 350, I would literally write a piece of content with that, and if anything, let it rank, push it up to push this one up, and have it pointing so that you create that link structure, pushing everything to the top. Get that open while this one here, again, small boost, I'm willing to wager. Let's see what the competition is doing. So your URL structure's decent, but you might want to change this and have Orlando in there, because as you can see, other than the gold key, all the rest of them have that Orlando. These guys don't, but you see Orlando here, you see Orlando here, Orlando here. So Orlando Roofing Company. So that's something you may want to look at, is getting that rbsroofing.com residential roofing Orlando roof repairs. Something that small may, with that same piece of content, may push you up to that first page. Again, Roofers Orlando 200, trying to rank that home page. You're doing a fairly decent. Looks to me like you may have just picked up a new SEO guy, but you're kind of all over the place. But again, let's see what everybody else is doing for Roofers Orlando. Are they doing their home page? Give that a second to load. Again, got that Orlando in there. Orlando's in there. So then that's something to look at. Whenever you're looking at these big companies like Yelp and BBB and Home Advisor, Owen Corning, they're a national. Look at what they're doing. They're putting that Orlando in there. That's why, because they know that's going to push you to the top. Orlando Roofer. Granted, these guys here, but let's look here. They got a 35 domain rank. They had to shoot a crud load of backlinks and a truckload of domains toward it. This guy here, he's got Orlando Roofer, right? And doesn't have a real strong domain. Okay, doesn't have a real strong URL. Doesn't have very many backlinks. Doesn't have very many domains pointing at it. He's getting a little bit of traffic, but what did he do? He put Orlando Roofer in that URL structure. Folks, that URL structure will save you having to get this many backlinks and having to build up a domain authority. See, like these guys, they only have 3 backlinks, but they have a domain ranking of 82. So just about anything that they put out is going to win. So how do we get this domain ranking? We write tons of small pieces of content, roofers-Orlando, and have it pointing to here. As you rank this one, then this domain ranking is going to go up. So it gives you the ability to write more content without having to do many backlinks to make it grow. Now we got this is a good one right here. And let's look at what everybody else did in the SERP. Look at this last one, and we're going to probably call it quits. But whenever I'm looking at how to put an SEO strategy together, one of the main things that I look for is these URL structures. How did they do it? Look at that Orlando, 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 Orlando. Okay, not there, not there. And these guys did it, and that's y'all. There you are, RBS. Y'all are already on number 8. So y'all did it with low backlinks, low domains pointing at it. You got a little bit of traffic, but I have a feeling that if we would have had that Orlando in there, we might push ourselves to the number 1 spot. So let's go down here and look at this one. I just myself don't like trying to rank my home page for major search, because these could so easily be pushed quicker with just that Orlando identifier within it. So anyways, that's that. I'm going to continue finishing this out, and I may add a snippet whenever I go publish it on YouTube to show you the complete workup here. But as you can see, main thing that this guy needs to do, honestly, at the end of the day, like I said, the SEO's good. SEO's fairly solid at the end of the day. I mean, I could go through and I can nitpick my own site and see where I've made things. I could have done this a little bit different. We can always do that. But one of the things to look at is, the citations from this company. If I honestly feel if you own RBS, contact me. I'll give you 6 months for free of our local SEO tools, and what that's going to do is it's going to help you get these listings going in the right directions and get that from an F. I bet you with our trial package, you could get this to a C, and if you follow our reviews and utilize all the tools that we offer you, these 3 we could get up to a C or a B. This one here, again, send it to a developer. If you need a developer, let us know. And then your advertising. I think you're leaving a lot of money on the table with not advertising, personally, because when you get down there to that, Chris, when you get down here, there's a lot of impressions, and that's, like I said, just off some of those keywords. But you can see that some of your bigger competitors, they're throwing some money at this and running some ads, and at a roof cost anywhere between $5,000 to $10,000, you're definitely going to make your money back. When you look at those keywords, let's just go look at that one real quick. $16 a click. That's cheap. I mean, in my opinion, that's super cheap. So, and there you go. There's off of that one keyword, we can pick up, a few of these other ones here. One other thing for content, not seeing it in this one. We have an image pack that we can go after. But remember, whenever you're doing this, these searches, you want to get that data fetched. Not on this one either, but you want most asked questions. So when you see one that's got the questions in it, as right here, people also ask. There's a good one. But that people also ask, I've said in my other videos, those are pieces of content for you to write to get this website moving up a little bit. So the people also ask questions. How much does it cost for, write these articles. Again, write them, make a little YouTube. I suggest getting a YouTube video for this guy. Get a little YouTube video, make some videos for answering these questions, turn around and make a blog post, put them on there. These should help push that domain ranking to the top. Add the our citation software in there to get your listings, or utilize somebody else's services. Get these listings and get yourself put in these aggregators and get that citation side corrected. And let's just take one last quick look. I didn't even. They're doing okay there. I always refresh this report. So if you start utilizing my main software, always know to refresh that. So we got errors on Facebook, we got errors on local.com, we got errors on where it's not even there on where to. So there's a lot of these that, you know, we just have errors. I mean, literally just peppered with errors. And with our tool, and if you don't mind, I'm going to show you that real quick. With our tool, you only have to put it in one place. And I did this just the other day. I made a change to one of our clients' stuff. And you go right in here, you edit your business profile. And once you edit your business profile here, it automatically syncs it. And some of this stuff, so all you gotta do is make sure all of this stuff is correct. Every single bit of this. Okay? And if all of these, you know, you get your short description, long description, all of those things, you know, all of this is correct. Once that's all correct, okay, then what our tool does is it turns around and it will make sure that's in the distributors, but it'll increase those citations. Just over the last 30 days, our citations have gone up 580%. You know, well, over the lifespan. But when we started using this software back in April, and here we are in October, and we just, you know, we're just skyrocketing with it. And so you want to make sure that your listing is correct, everything is correct in it. Make sure you got all these social profiles and everything. And as you can see, I'll give that just a second. It goes through, and you know, it's claimed here, synced. That means it's done, it's correct. So when you go to City Squares, the Lithium Marketing Gurus, you know, the information's there. I didn't put this in manually. My software does it for me. You go to, you know, any of these, US City, there it is. My hours, my Facebook, my website, my description, the whole 9 yards is right there. And this is all done through this portal of our tool. So if you are an SEO guy and you have clients that are, you know, you're having to do this manually, contact us. We don't even have to do this manually. See, it's syncing on Waze. And then our aggregators, Yelp, the whole 9 yards, our aggregators put you in BMW, Maps, all the, you know, Mercedes Maps, all those GM's Map, all the other maps, it puts you in there. So I'm going to wrap it up by saying one last time, one of the main things he needs to do is clean up these citations. We got the tool to do it. Otherwise, you need to hire somebody to do it. And then we got to get, you know, once we get these listings in the right direction, going in the right direction, push these reviews up, get the social shares going, you're good to go. I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, you have very little work. Your SEO is on point. All you need to do is get this other aspect straightened out. And once those aspects are straightened out, I think you'll see a whole lot more you see yourself in a whole lot more #1 positions than what you are today. So that's Roofing Repair Orlando. I hope that you learned something from this. I apologize if I stalled a little bit and was slow on some of the stuff. Doing a live actual everything live can get kind of challenging, because sometimes in these keywords researches you got to kind of dig and chase the rabbit trail per se. Anyhow, I hope you liked it, and I hope you subscribed. If you didn't, please make sure that you do. And God bless you. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you next week. Next week, I haven't decided who we're going to do or what we're going to do. I'm hoping that I can get somebody to holler at me and say, hey, I want my audit done live for free. So if that's the case, you'll get all the backlinks and things that come with it. Y'all have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you next week. You guys